Yeah, what was the question about the dad?
Is he actually a drug dealer?
Oh, yeah, he was a drug dealer, president of a motorcycle club, actually got shot. So his story, I asked him, because I went to the hospital to see him and whatnot. I'm like, what the fuck happened? He got shot in the collarbone with a fucking 22. And he's like, they were fucking pussies. They wouldn't fight me in a fist fight. And so they had to shoot me.
Bro, this is nuts. I love it.
No, but in my dad's eyes, he calls me his daughter. He thinks I'm a giant pussy.
It's time for the Garage Boozing Podcast.
What's up, nerds? And welcome back to another episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast. I'm your host, the man with absolutely no plan. The Chase with the face for radio, Chase Shurga. Today, I have one hell of an episode for you guys today. I am joined by Hunter Werner from Wingman of the Year, and we talk all about how Wingman of the Year got started, how he's interviewed porn stars, all this crazy stuff, and I know you guys are going to love it. So without further ado, folks, you know what time it is. It's time to sit back, relax, kick your feet up, crack open a cold one, and if you're really feeling fruity, take a shot. Why not? Because this week's episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast starts now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast. Today, I am joined by one very special guest. To my left, your right if you're watching on YouTube, we have Hunter Werner from Wingman of the Year. Hunter, welcome to the show.
I appreciate you for having me on, man. This is quite the setup you got here. I've told you that 6 times. I feel like I'm on Joe Rogan.
I love that.
I've never done a podcast. I've done a lot of podcasts, but I haven't done it with the headphones on.
Really? You've never done the headphones?
No.
It's weird how it sounds, right?
I don't think there's any going back, though, because I told you before, I'm deaf in my right ear, so this is huge for me. I was worried about sitting on this side of you.
Yeah, he said that to me, and I was like, oh, shit, you mean in your headphone? Let me fix it. And he's like, no, I'm deaf in my right ear. And I was like, oh, shit, sorry, dude. Not to laugh, sorry.
No, it's all good. It's a hit with the ladies, though.
I just dropped
because then they
something.
think I have a disability.
Did you hear? Your joke was way better than mine. I'm like, I just dropped something here. Did you hear it? But you're like, it's a hit with the ladies. All right, you got me.
Yeah, you come up with a good backstory.
It's got to work, right? It's
I was in the Navy. I don't really like to lie about it, but I was like, oh, war,
Wait, were you actually in the Navy?
I was actually in the Navy.
Well, you said you don't like to lie about it, so I thought you were kidding.
No stolen valor here. we're off to a hot start here.
I know, Jesus Christ.
No, I actually was in the Navy, but I tell people it was I had really bad head congestion, and they say they think a virus took my hearing.
A virus. Now nowadays you can't say that.
Yeah, you'd be canceled. I lost. This was 2016. Great freaking year, but. But that's not a hit with the ladies. If I could twist that a little bit and say, oh, yeah, I lost it while I was in the service or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, like a grenade or a flashbang or something like that.
Me being in the military is not a lie, but...
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
I feel bad for laughing. I literally thought you were joking first because the way you said it when you let up and you're like, I don't like to lie about it. That's a perfect way to drop a joke,
Right.
Wow, damn.
Well, I think it's only time.
Oh, you beat me to it. I was just going to say,
dude...
We always say in the intro, take a shot, why not? But we're going to take the shot. It's been a minute since a guest has actually taken a shot with me.
We're in the same business here, man.
Love it.
Oh, you got a speech?
No, I was just going to say, I love you, dude.
Love you also.
I love you also. Whew.
Oh, yeah. Tastes like college.
Tastes like college.
I stole that from The Hangover.
I dropped out of college. I went to ACC, so...
I went to ACC as well. I dropped out, joined the Navy, and then went back.
To ACC?
I got an associate's now. Not to flex, but...
I have nothing, so...
Yeah.
No, dude, you can just throw it on the floor. Fuck it, it's a garage.
The grenade.
Grenade.
Brings me back.
Oh, Jesus, PTSD, fuck. Flashbang! No, I'm sorry, it wasn't funny. All right, so yeah, your name's Hunter real quick, so... Hunter's actually a cool name. Is that your real name?
It is my real name.
That's your first name, not a middle name?
Yeah, I don't hunt, though. Is that what you were going to ask next?
No, actually, I was just going to say Hunter's a cool name, but
I live in Albany now.
Albany?
Yeah, right.
People say that. Capital of New York, by the way.
And I tell people, they don't even think of hunting, right? I'm like, oh, my dad named me that for a reason. And they're like, oh, I didn't think about that. I'm like, how the hell could you not? Like, I'm up from Warrensburg. It's like the fucking sticks. So
Yeah. What's there other than a New Way lunch?
exactly. So moral of the story, I'm a huge disappointment to my dad. I'm a podcaster, not a hunter. So
A lot of people don't know what New Way lunch is, and that's very sad.
I try to explain to my dad what I do, and he's like, why aren't you Joe Rogan yet? I'm like, well, I'm interviewing all these big people. He's like, you should be the big people. I'm like, oh, this guy just doesn't get it.
Dude, my dad's the same way. I've been making YouTube videos since I was in like 8th grade, and my dad used to like interrupt it was actually a really funny thing. Like my best friend Riley, we'd make YouTube videos back in the day, and like when my dad would get home from work, and like we thought we like planned the time to where my dad wouldn't be there coming home from work, and like we'd be filming a video not knowing that he just got home, and he'd be so pissed. He's like, you guys are doing these videos again. You didn't tell me Riley was coming on these MySpace videos. And it's YouTube. It's not MySpace. It's so funny because he's so old and just doesn't understand. But
Not too far off.
right? But what I was gonna say about the name Hunter. One, very cool name. My little brother actually was almost named Hunter, and then they picked the name Dylan, which like, how do you go from a cool like badass name like Hunter?
I feel like it's so much pressure to name a kid.
That's
I
gotta
couldn't
be, right?
do it.
I couldn't either. Like, you know, honestly, like if I ever get my girlfriend pregnant, like, all right, you pick the name. I'm out.
Really?
Probably. Actually, Chase Jr. I want Chase Jr. I take that back. If it's a boy, my firstborn, Chase Jr., that's all I want. Any name after that, it could be Xylophone. I don't give a fuck.
Xylophone. You went
Sure.
all the way to the other end of the alphabet.
I don't care. As long as I have Chase Jr., that's the only thing I want.
I wouldn't do Hunter Jr. That's like, you know, LeBron James' biggest regret is
What?
naming his kid LeBron Jr.
Really? Is that true?
Yeah, because now his son's gonna forever live in his shadow. I mean, he kind of would have already,
Yeah, exactly, right?
but he's like, if I could go back, I'd give him a different name.
Yeah, but I almost feel like that like helps him. Like that helps his son like have a name, you know? Like
I mean,
the last name James, like if you don't know it's LeBron James, I guess everyone would know it's LeBron James' kid, but if you don't, like the last name James is very common. You know what I mean?
that's true. It's tough to be compared to
Bronny,
someone,
baby,
though.
Bronny.
It's tough to be compared to someone, though. Like LeBron James' kid is going to be in the league in like 2 years. I think
Which
he's
is
going to
nuts.
college this next year.
It's crazy. Isn't that crazy?
What life are we living?
Yeah, I know, right? Were you ever a wrestling fan as a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you know Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Triple H.
Oh, yeah,
That's
sure.
where I was putting the name Hunter. Like, I think that's so cool. Big wrestling fan. I know the last few episodes that, well, actually, like maybe 2 episodes ago, we talked a lot of wrestling. So I'm not going to get really far into it because I want you guys are dorks and don't follow a real sport like wrestling. But Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Hunter, cool name.
That's a goated name.
Anyway, so obviously you're here because Wingman of the Year. First question I have for you here is First question
For
I
you
have,
here.
I know, right? First question I have here for you is, what is a wingman?
Oh, wow.
Loaded question.
Wow. Usually I get like, how'd you start it?
Oh, that's next, but I want to know what a wingman is first.
Okay, all right. You catch me off guard here.
Here, I'm gonna give you a shot to take like when we do it later. All right?
Oh, jeez. All right, yeah. We'll prep it for later.
Yeah, just keep it next to you. All right. What's a wingman?
All right, so a wingman is quite simply, so a lot of people usually have one idea of what a wingman is in their mind. And
Help your friend get laid, right?
that is the typical sense they think of a bar setting and, yeah, help your friend get laid. But what I think it means, and this goes down to like the pillars of like the core of the brand and whatnot, it just means be a good fucking friend, be a good person. It doesn't always have to mean getting laid. It usually does, though. It really usually does.
I mean, that's the icing on top, right?
Yeah, and it makes for a better story. We're in the content game here. People, like, it's like...
We all want to get laid.
Right. It's like high school, right? Like, is it Good Charlotte? Like, high school never ends? Is that Good Charlotte?
Well, I don't fucking know.
People are always want to know who's fucking who, right?
Sure.
So, the wingman stuff, that's, sex sells.
It does.
That's the main thing. But, like, we've brought on guys like Billy Floyd onto the brand and whatnot.
Locked in, baby.
Locked in. I got the hoodie on. This
Love
is the
it.
new drop. I think he's only got like 5 left, so
Oh, I got my bracelet right here, locked in.
I'm not wearing my bracelet, but I am
Oh,
rocking
you
it.
asshole.
I don't know.
You got the hoodie on. It's fine.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. So I try to get across the point that there's a lot of positivity between a wingman. It's just being a good person. It could be, like you just had cart narcs on, right?
Yeah.
Being a good wingman could quite simply be putting your fucking cart away in the Walmart parking lot so it doesn't fuck up somebody else's car.
I hate people who don't put their car back, by the way.
Dude, that's the
Hate it.
true
Hate it.
test if you're a fucking good person. Or
I've literally, dead ass, before I even knew who the card narcs were, I've never not put my card back. I've just always done it. It's just like a second instinct.
like, even when it's cold as fuck and you pick the worst spot and you're...
I don't even think to leave it out. I always just naturally.
Well, I'm always like, I'm like, someone's fucking watching me. But I'm going to do it regardless.
Yeah, right.
Even if nobody's in the parking lot, it's almost like a badge of honor to put that fucking card
Yeah,
away.
it feels good. It does feel good to put the card back.
It feels good. But yeah, being a good wingman to me just means being a good person. It could mean a lot of things to a lot of different people, but getting laid is usually the main thing people think of.
I love getting laid.
But be a good friend, help your friend out, whether it's making connection, I don't know, like I saw like Billy came on here, that's a connection right there.
Absolutely. It's my best friend, Billy Floyd.
Yeah, I was texting Billy before this. He was talking him the fuck up.
I love it.
He's like, you guys are going to fucking hit it off. This is meant to happen.
Of course he is. I love Billy Floyd. Anything you say to that guy is just a positive.
Dude, he is a positive.
Yeah, he is. He's a walking positive.
A walking positive. Dude, fuck. Math class would love him.
Yeah, I know, right?
PEMDAS.
PEMDAS. 4 + 4 = 8. Oh, wait, no. 16. Yeah, he's like... I just embarrassed myself. Fuck it. All right, anyway, so I asked you what a wingman was. What a wingman is. What is Wingman of the Year? Oh, yeah, ASMR. I love it.
Dude, timed that perfectly, too.
For those of you that don't know, what is Wingman of the Year? So you founded Wingman of the Year, right?
Yeah. So it's not too much different than what you're doing here, man. It's really not. I just wanted... I have a entrepreneur-like mindset. We want to get real transparent. My dad is kind of an entrepreneur, and I kind of learned that way. But I took it a different way. My dad's a drug dealer. That's the purest form. You're getting the real story here. That's the purest form of entrepreneurship.
Wait, you dead serious?
Yeah.
Keep going. I love it.
Yeah, dude. So I learned what not to do. I always take things that are negative, and I look them as positives. And like, hey, this shit happened for a reason. So yeah, like I saw how he could make money for himself. Never worked a job in his life. And not that I can't like be told what to do and that I don't like to listen to people. I don't like to listen to people.
I hate being told what to do.
But I did join the military too. And as soon I immediately knew. I remember the first day I woke up in boot camp. I'm like, oh, motherfucker, you fucked up. Like, but we signed a contract and we're going to follow through on it. So, yeah, I'm like, I'm not eating shit to get to the fucking top. I'm going to find ways to fucking skip that. And I knew this in high school. The only way to skip that shit is to start a business, right?
Why didn't you just sell drugs like your dad? Like, he could have got you in, right? Are you being dead serious? Like, your dad is, like, or was, like... Or...
So my dad was, he was the president of a motorcycle club. My dad
This is dead serious?
Dad serious.
No, like, for real.
We're dropping puns here on the podcast.
This is for real.
Yeah, my dad, not this summer, but the summer before, he just got shot by a Hell's Angel. And he's like...
You're fucking with me.
He's like 58 years old.
Are you fucking with me?
I swear to God, I'm not.
Like... Do you and your dad, like, talk and, like, have a relationship?
Yeah, I told you he didn't like that I'm, like, do podcasts and
then you just go out and say, like, my dad's a drug dealer?
Yeah.
This is awesome.
I got a deep story, man. I'm fine. I'm glad somebody wants to hear it.
All right, so I'm sorry to interrupt, but so your dad got shot by a Hell's Angel?
Yeah, so...
If you're fucking with me at the end of this is fantastic, but I'm in for it.
I'm an awful liar, so this is...
I was going to say, you don't seem like you're lying.
Ask my ex-girlfriend. I'm an awful liar.
All right, keep telling me the truth.
Well, this is great. Damn, I wish I didn't have to drive home. Has a guest ever had to stay the night here?
Many times.
Okay.
We can cuddle tonight if you want to. I'll be the big spoon.
We might have to, man. We might have to. This is great. What was the question?
The original question was, what is Wingman of the Year? But then we got off to like your dad.
Oh, so, yeah, what was the question about the dad?
Is he actually a drug dealer?
Oh, yeah, he was a drug dealer, president of a motorcycle club, actually got shot. So his story, I asked them, because I went to the hospital to see him and whatnot. I'm like, what the fuck happened? He got shot in the collarbone with like a fucking 22. And he's like, They were fucking pussies. They wouldn't fight me like a fist fight, and so they had to shoot me.
Bro, this is nuts. I love it.
No, but in my dad's eyes, he calls me his daughter. He thinks I'm a giant pussy. He does.
Oh, my dad probably thinks I'm a pussy too, so I'm right there with you.
It's funny. I mean, they don't understand us millennials.
I don't know. They don't understand. Like, dude, like, why get shot when you can have a podcast? Like, we can just talk about things instead of shooting each other.
You can still hang out with the boys, Dad.
Yeah,
but, like...
yeah, like...
Girls are into podcasters. Correct me if I'm fucking wrong.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Dude, I mean...
If you got a microphone or a platform, we're wet.
Because we were talking about it earlier. We're both SUNY Adirondack alumni here, okay? I went there for marketing. What'd you go for?
Well, I originally went there for television and radio, and then my teacher was like, yeah, if you want to make money, this is not the business for you. So then I switched it to criminal justice, and then I had a criminal justice teacher that was like, yeah, if you smoked weed more than 10 times, like, you're not going to become a trooper. So I was like, what the fuck am I doing? So
I wanted to be a state trooper too, funny enough.
Me too.
This is how much I
See, I could picture you pulling me over versus me pulling you over.
Well, it's because I'm tall. Like,
right.
Everybody told me state troopers were tall.
You must be hung like a horse.
You know what? This gets brought up a lot.
I
want to set the fucking stage. I'm glad you just...
Dude, show me your dick. No, I'm kidding. Don't, but...
I don't know if you'd see it from over there.
No shot. You're like 8 feet tall. You got a hanger.
This is a myth.
It does get brought up a lot, doesn't it?
This is a myth. Just because you're tall, like skinny white dude, you do not have a big dick.
Fuck you.
I'm telling you right now.
Fuck you.
I'm telling you right now.
There's no shot that you got a little like fucking millimeter Peter down there when you're 8 feet
It ain't
tall.
that small, but
all right. I was trying to
like Alex said on the live earlier on the Wingman of the Year live. The guy that's gonna win the next Wingman of the Year. Mark my words.
First bracket.
Yeah, number 1 seed in the 64-person bracket. Alex, he says 3 inches could do a lot of damage at 100 miles an hour.
It's true.
It's very true.
Very true. Fuck. Where was I going with that?
We need these Smirnoff orange-infused natural flavors.
There's no sugar in that, by the way. So they're natural infused. Whatever the fuck that means.
That's a wingman move. No sugar.
Yeah, right?
Dude, and that's the great thing about Wingman of the Year. Everything's a Wingman product.
Everything is, right?
Great product placement.
Gotta be.
Gotta be. I got the perfect name. I got the best name ever.
What
I
is
truly believe. Well, Wingman of the Year.
Oh, duh. Yes. Fantastic.
And it's great for sponsorships.
So I was going to say, I did ask you before. You got sidetracked, so...
We expected that.
Oh, we did expect it. We knew that was going to happen. But what is Wingman of the Year?
So Wingman of the Year is a digital media company. We house a bunch of content creators. We do stuff like podcasts. We do a lot of man on the street content. But we're out there trying to quite simply find the Wingman of the Year. And we get a lot of nominations that come in. We ask people their wingman stories. We are a platform for people to talk about, good stuff. We want to highlight what a wingman is, whether that is hooking people up or just being a good person. Everybody's different. And we always say anyone can be a wingman. So Wingman of the Year is a platform for people to talk, and we give them the microphone.
Love it.
Love it.
So when did you start Wingman of the Year?
So it's got a couple different periods in it. I started a podcast called Winging It Podcast in 2018. I had a co-host. Didn't work out. And Wingman of the Year was kind of like the backbone behind it. Because I always said I need a brand behind this.
Of course.
Something to hold it up. Something for people to buy into. So me and the host, it just didn't work out. He had some girlfriend issues. The girl thought it was immature. Right? And I find that a lot. Do you find that at all?
Of course.
I fucking hate it.
Dude, it's unreal. Like,
we were saying earlier that girls love podcasters. You either love it or you hate it. So Wingman of the Year for me is a great, you're either about it or you're not.
Of course.
It's not going to work. So...
Like, my girlfriend is so supportive of my podcast. Like, and she doesn't care who I have on, questions I'm asking, anything like that.
It's a great way to sort them out.
Yeah, like why would you care?
It's saving you time.
It's literally an interview.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically all it is. It's just like talking to somebody and then just like learning about them and like, why the fuck do you care?
Yeah, a lot of people, girls especially, find it like immature. I remember when I was my last year active duty for the Navy, I matched with a girl like.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Matched with a girl on Bumble. We were setting up a date, and she's like, "Hey, what's your Instagram?" Right. I always tell the story. This one fires me up and motivates me and keeps me going every day.
Love it.
I got a lot of that. And I give her my Instagram. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna give you my Instagram. You can't judge me. And this is the first year, 2020, Wingman really actually got going. So I say 2020 we started, to answer your first question. And I'm like, yeah, you can't judge me. Like, I got a podcast and whatnot. You're gonna see some content come out of it, right? And we're still trying to figure out what the fuck what we were, right? We're trying to figure out the brand. And we were just throwing shit at the wall. And she's like, oh, I won't judge you, blah, blah, blah. Brother.
They always say that.
This girl ghosted me. And we were like going to plan a date, all that jazz. I'm like, okay. But ever since then, I realized it sorts it out itself.
Absolutely.
You know? If she's not about it, well, she's not going to be about it. You're not going to change her mind. And you shouldn't have to change somebody's mind.
Should never.
Never.
So, when and how did you actually get Wingman of the Year started?
Well, 2020, what do you mean how?
Like, how'd you think of it? Like,
so there's a lot of influence.
like nobody just is just like, hey, I'm going to create a channel, Wingman of the Year. You know what I mean?
Right. So a lot of influence came from Barstool. A lot of it probably, as I'm realizing now, especially with like the Dime of the Year stuff, is like whatever we grew up on. And like Playboy, probably a lot of the Dime of the Year stuff, right? Like of the year, Playmate of the month, Playmate of the Year.
Sure.
It's literally in the name. I'm trying to think. I grew up on a lot of American Pie.
Haha, she fucks SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, so fucking Sum 41, Blink 182 were instilled in me. And I don't know. I grew up in that age, and those movies were fucking prominent back in the day for us millennials. I feel like an old person now.
I know, right?
We're getting there. But, so a lot of that had a lot of influence on me. But back in 2011, we don't know. I said I'm the Wingman of the Year 2011. I ended up hooking
I heard you say that earlier.
Yeah. So we were at a house party when I was in high school. And this shit was when Project X came out. Fucking fire movie. That had some influence too.
Great movie.
And I remember saying to myself, I'm like, what if we fucking strapped GoPros to ourselves and just filmed everything we do? So it kind of might have started then. I don't say that a lot on camera. But I'm like, because my favorite part about hanging out with friends and partying was watching the shit the next morning.
Of course.
We're like, oh, you did that? Like, that's my favorite part. Like, oh, fuck, I forgot.
Oh, shit.
That's the best part of it, right? Is trading stories. People love stories. Stories are as old as time.
People love stories.
Like, it's a fact. It's a fact. And, I mean, think about that's what books are, right?
A story.
Fucking Socrates, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The Socrates. But yeah, he wanted to hit on this girl, right? He's like, oh, fuck, I want her so bad. I'm like, bro, you can do this. I just instilled some confidence in him. I said, get on the ground right now, pump out some sit-ups. We're hammered, bro. We're probably taking some of these fucking Smirnoff shots. And it's probably Svedka, honestly.
Svedka.
The cheapest vodka ever. And he pumps out 20 sit-ups. I'm like, you are ready. Motherfucker goes up and shoots his shot. Cops end up busting the party shortly after that. They storm out the back. Okay. I don't even remember where the fuck I went out, but that's not the important part of the story. He's the important part of the story. They end up fucking in a field right by the house. Okay. So
oh, shit.
He ended up closing the deal. And come Monday in school, because it was like a Friday, Saturday night, he's like, Hunter, you're the Wingman of the Year. 8 a.m. English class, like senior year. I'm like, what happened? And he tells me. And it's the whole base of the brand. It's stories.
So that's where the name came from, too.
My friend said it in 2011. And yeah. And then when I was thinking of this, I'm like, I really just wanted to start a business because I have an entrepreneur mindset. Like we were saying earlier, I think that's where we got off topic.
Yeah.
That's where we got off topic. We started talking about my dad. And I was like, how can I start a business? How can I realistically make money by hanging out with my friends and drinking? Like the Garage Boozing podcast, right?
Same thing, yeah.
Same thing. And I was like, I got to make content.
That's it, man. People love the
And
content.
I need my friends to do it.
Fuck yeah.
I need someone to talk to me. It's all stories. That's all it is. So Wingman of the Year, it came a little after that original story in 2011, but 2018, it came to fruition. It hit me. But yeah, there was a lot of influences and whatnot, but 2020 is when it really started.
So I was going to ask how you got the name Wingman of the Year, but you pretty much just told me. Like, he was like, you're the Wingman of the Year.
Yeah, and he's the basis of, that's the huge pillar of the company is fucking friendship. It sounds lame, but I know. It really is. It's just be a good fucking person. Like we were talking to the Alex guy in the live right there, right? He's hooking up all these people. This guy, I don't know if you saw, the girls were just flooding
Oh my
chat.
God, I loved it.
They were just flooding the chat. What bar are you going to tonight? Like, DM me. It all comes together, man. Be a good person and we'll come back to you. That's the moral of the story.
So what would you say are the duties of a wingman?
The duties?
Yeah.
Give me a situation. How about that? Let me turn it on you. You was not expecting that.
All right, so I'm out with the boys. Mm-hmm. I see a girl across the bar. I think she's pretty cute, but I'm a little scared to say something, you know? So I'm like, let me call a lifeline, or as should I say, let me call a wingman.
All right, so the wingman's duties right there. Check out the scene, all right? You gotta talk your boy up. Make sure he's in the right fucking state of mind to do this, right?
He's not too drunk.
Well, that too. Make sure he's not fucking crazy. Like, make sure. I guess she's worth it, and make sure she's not way too out of the fucking league. We got to be.
Yeah, right.
This is something that doesn't get talked about a lot. You got to be fucking realistic because I hate.
yes.
Nobody wants to say it. I'm probably gonna get crucified for saying that, but some guys got to start being fucking realistic. I hate when guys are like, "Oh, she's mid." Get the fuck out of here, dude. You fucking jerk off to girls that are less.
Oh my God, yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Absolutely.
Why do guys do that?
Bigger head, I don't know. Like they just want to feel better about themselves.
Is it because they've been like rejected like before?
Obviously,
it's a defense mechanism.
Small dick energy, dude. You know.
See, with small dick energy, I got a small dick like we talked about earlier.
No, you're 8 feet tall. Dude.
But you just tell
logger down there.
No, you just tell them before, and then they can't be disappointed. Wingman pro tip right there.
My dick's small, and they're like, "Oh shit!" Whoa.
Yeah, no, yeah.
It's like a surprise inside.
Yeah, they won't have like all these high expectations. That's a pro tip. I learned that from my boy Nick Monroe. Shout out.
I love it.
Small dick gang.
Fuck. What was the question here?
Man, it's almost like we should take another shot.
Send it. Actually, I'm not driving. Fuck it.
Yeah, you're not driving. Is this podcast sponsored by Uber?
I wish, right? That'd be sick.
Tag him in this. Make a clip out of this.
Uber, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I asked you the duties of wingman. I don't know where we went with that, but my next question.
The duties of a wingman.
Wait, you want to answer that? Or no?
Oh, no. I think
I was going to say, I think we covered it. I'm not sure, but.
You gave me a situation.
So, are there other wingmen in the.
In the company?
Yes.
Yeah, so Maxon, he is the first person I went to when I started in 2020. He did a lot of radio at Castleton. And I guess I kind of scouted him, you know, and I knew he was doing this. I knew him. He was an acquaintance. I met him once before.
Like a pro football coach, like scouting.
Well, I knew I wanted to start this. I came up with a name. And I was like...
Great name, by the way. Great name.
I appreciate it. It's very unique because it's not like a typical, like, fucking name. But the contest is...
Great name.
The contest is the thing that really holds it up. And he had kind of a network. It was called Mixkill Media. And he was doing a podcast with 5 fucking guys. And he was the only motherfucker talking on the podcast. I said a motherfucker that can command the fucking room like that. And he's the nicest guy ever. Like, you wouldn't even expect that out of him. He was the only one talking. He'd be asking questions. They'd be like, yeah. And then he'd just keep talking. I'm like, this guy's good.
Damn.
This guy's really fucking good. I don't know how he does it. You got to get him in his element. He turns on when the camera's on. And not everybody does that. I'm learning. Not everybody's a content creator, which I'm learning. It's tough. So, Max was my first. We had a couple others along the way. More keep coming on. Like my sister helps me right now. We got Alan. He does some behind the scenes marketing stuff. We got Ileana. She's our main girl there. She had an 8 million view video.
Damn.
On Instagram. She's got a couple other ones. She's a fucking lightning rod for content. She's fucking great. We got Billy Floyd. He's the positivity guy. We got Joey Haas now. We're trying to get him. We're trying to bring the podcast back, actually. Winging It podcast. Like I said, it's same concept as your podcast. You know,
Love it.
Have some drinks. Have a good fucking time.
That's it.
Shoot the shit. You know.
Best way to do it.
So Joey, he's part of Any Given Fun Day. So he's more on like that round with me, like the going out to the bars, drinking kind of stuff. Like Billy doesn't do a whole lot of drinking, but that's what we say is like anyone could be a wingman, right? So everyone's a wingman in their own way, right? So like me, I might go out, you know, get a little liquored up, wingman for someone, right? Billy, he's gonna fucking talk you up. Not to say I won't do that, but he's gonna fucking convince you can do something. You could fucking tackle a mountain.
Yeah, right?
Like quite literally, like fucking
Totally.
square up with that thing. Like it's the fucking what do you call those football fucking
They call it Catalina wine mixer. I get what you're saying, but yeah.
You're a savage. But yeah, so I think we got 6 wingmen right now. It's we're kind of in a really big transition period. So we're in the spot of bringing on a lot more sponsors and whatnot. So this is a big year for us. Big fucking year. So
Love it.
I'm telling you right now, I already said it earlier, you could not have gotten me at a better time.
Love it.
Like the Wingman of the Year contest is going to drop the day this podcast drops.
Love it. Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
The stars aligned. One thing I was going to ask you. So I did see that you had an open microphone at a porn star convention.
Ah, yes. I knew you were going here, motherfucker.
Course. Yeah, I had to.
I want to see that list.
I had to. Bro, 1, how the fuck do you even know there's a porn star convention going on? And 2, how do you even know what to ask people?
Great question, Chase.
Thank you.
Great
That's
question.
why I'm the host.
So, Tyler, the guy that I hooked up in 2011, he lives in Jersey because he's also in the Air Force now. Thank you for your service, Tyler.
Thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Tyler, for your service.
So he lives in Jersey, and there's a big billboard. It's called Exotica with 3 X's.
Ooh.
If you're catching
That
my
means
drift
sex.
here. This guy gets it. This guy gets it. And we were doing some crazy shit when we started Wingman of the Year. The first year, before I moved to Albany, because I lived in New Hampshire the first year of Wingman of the Year, and I couldn't do shit because it was COVID.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't even go out to dinner because the Navy, I would get in trouble with the Navy.
Sure.
So they, towards the end of it, they laxed a little bit, and then there's some other shit. Did you know I went to a nudist resort for content?
Were you naked?
Yeah,
Your dick was hanging out.
all of it.
No way.
I swear to God,
Show me a picture. No, I'm just kidding. Don't show me a picture.
dude. I just
No, I know. No, I'm kidding. But
I'll show you the video.
that's awesome.
Yeah, we're doing a helicopter, the whole thing.
All right, keep going. I'm sorry.
So, man, this is great. You just throw the chaw on the ground?
I'm right on the ground. Fuck
Dude, fucking let's go,
it's a
dude.
garage. Fuck it. Who cares?
Dude, this is the fucking podcast I've been looking for. This is fucking awesome,
Cheers, my guy. I
man.
love it.
Let's go. It's weird in the headphones. You can hear everything.
I know. You can hear
I can hear that going down your throat.
You can hear me deep throating my White Claw.
Damn, you got me on the platinums. You're trying to fuck me up here.
All right, you were saying.
Nudist resort.
Yes.
I went to one of those, but Exotica.
They suck, dude, because it's always old, out of shape people that you see naked. It's no one you want to see, right? Or am I wrong?
People were very interested. The best thing that came out of that, I did a vlog and I did a podcast interview. It looked like she was naked because her hair was covering her top, but she had a bathing suit on.
How'd her top look?
I don't remember. Dude, no, I had to get hammered, man. I needed some liquid courage.
Liquid courage, my guy. I'm a big believer in liquid courage. So
Here we are.
Of course,
the
yes,
Garage
yes.
Boozing Podcast.
Liquid courage is 100% real. Fuck you if you don't believe it. It's real.
People dispute that?
I don't know. I've never had a disputer, brother. I'm just like...
You sound like you had a disputer.
No, I just like...
Call him out.
Fuck you, Dad. Liquid courage is real. Because if you don't believe it, those tits look just as good as... I don't know. Fuck it.
That was great.
I tried, and I broke
So
it.
I interviewed the owner of the nudist resort. One of my... probably the second biggest podcast interview I've ever done.
Damn.
And it made me feel really good because she hit me up a year later because it was in Pennsylvania, the Poconos.
Pennsylvania.
So you don't go to the nudist resort in the winter.
You were in the mountains.
They are seasonal, ladies and gentlemen. So, she hit me up when they got back into business. And she told me, I forgot the number. It was at least like 5 to 10. She's like, you've brought in us new business because of your like YouTube video in our interview. Because nobody wants to touch that kind of content because they're scared. Right. Like cancel culture and shit like that. They are scared. But that made me feel so fucking good. I was her wingman, right?
Oh, shit, yeah.
You can always relate it back to a wingman situation. And I interviewed her. I gave her platform that somebody previously hasn't done. And she fucking put it out there, man.
Damn. My guy got some points.
We gave people confidence to go like, hey, I'm going to try this, right? And it looked like we were both naked. That helped the interview because we put it on YouTube. And that's where a lot of the viewers came from.
So what's the wildest thing you heard from like a porn star?
The wildest? Oh, Jesus Christ. So, yeah, back to Exotica because we were just trying to find the craziest things we could do. So Exotica was after the nudist resort. I also did an exorcism if you want to ask me about that. We got to go at Joe Rogan 2 hours tonight.
I know, right?
Or part 2?
Part 2, I'm in.
Part 2. Okay. The wildest thing I've asked a porn star?
Sure.
I tried. Well, that's what you asked, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. I'll tell you what. The wildest thing a porn star asked me. And wait to see where I'm going with this. She asked me, Mila Monet. She was on the Adam 22 podcast. You know Adam 22?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the podcast.
No Jumper.
Well, she was on. It wasn't No Jumper, but it was Plug Talk.
Okay. Yeah.
So where they like have a fucking threesome after. I interviewed Mila Monet, and she asked me what my body count was. Whew. We bleeped it out. We got a brand to keep intact here, okay?
Mine's 1, I swear.
Yeah, right.
I love you, babe. I love you so much. You're my one and only.
I want to go so off topic here, but we can't.
Send it. Who cares? Go off topic. Who cares?
No, we're good. Mila Monet. That's on the next.
You're my
episode.
one and only, baby. I love you so much.
I need like 3 episodes, Jason. At least.
I know, right?
I'm coming back next week. This is fucking awesome. Everybody, if you're not fucking subscribed right now, fucking subscribe.
Subscribe, bitch.
There we go.
That's what I said.
That's where the wingman comes in, man. You think?
He didn't call you bitch. He was just like, hey, why don't you subscribe?
I usually say to our followers, like, hey, fuckers, like, you fucking suck if you're not subscribing.
Love it.
Like, so Mila Monet, she asked me my body count. We bleeped it out. And then I did not rebuttal because I wasn't going to go there. Because cancel culture is fucking real. I'm kind of scared sometimes when we
Did you
make
fuck
videos.
her?
Why does everyone ask that?
You did, didn't you?
Billy Floyd even asked me this.
You fucked her, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
You pussy.
It would be.
Sorry, Dad.
It would be good for the brand if I did, though. Right?
It would be great. Yeah.
You think it'd be a good look?
Yeah, of course.
Because we got young guys that follow us.
Of course. Like my dick's small, your dick's small. Like, why didn't you?
I'm
fuck
deaf
her?
in my right ear. I did not fuck her. I got a lot of backlash about this. It's still going, obviously. I was trying to keep it professional. I had the microphone in hand, and I did not rebuttal and be like, how many dudes have you fucked? She wanted me to ask that, but I did not go there. She literally said, ask me my body count. I was like, What's your body count? And so I start guessing. I'm like, and she told me she only had one boyfriend since she was 18, and she was 20, Chase.
Oh, shit.
So I was like,
What a slut.
so I was like 3. I started there. She said higher.
Lisa Ann?
I said 8. She said higher. I'm like, fucking 16 higher. I'm like 56. Boom. 97 higher. I end up guessing 156. She's like, 152. I said, how'd you pull that off? That's the craziest question I ever asked to a porn star.
Holy shit, what a whore. No, but they're glorious. They make my night better and yours, so don't knock them.
Yeah, I was just like in the time period. But she does porn. I don't know what a porn star's day-to-day is.
Could you ever date a porn star?
Oh, yeah.
You could?
So I'm thinking when Wingman of the Year gets big, maybe I start an OnlyFans.
You could date a porn star? Mm-hmm. Still,
they got to be retired.
No, I didn't say retired. I did not say that.
Cheers, motherfucker.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're dating a porn star that's like active, like getting her brains blown out, and you're the one that she comes home to at the end of the day that didn't do anything Johnny Sins just did, like
The plumber?
Yeah, the plumber, the firefighter, the policeman, the security guard. I could never.
That is a loaded question.
I could not do it. I couldn't do it.
If I did, I would know it wouldn't go the distance. You know what I mean?
His dick game is way stronger than mine, so like I have no competition and I want nothing to do with it because I'm just gonna be embarrassed.
Maybe she just like really liked me though. She liked me for me, and not because I'm hung like Johnny Sins.
Maybe, but I don't think that's the like leading.
I think, man, I've grown a lot.
Would you be okay with your girl like being fucked by like?
No, I really wouldn't. Like if it was like a normal girl, 100%. Like get the fuck out of here with that shit. But like, the dreams I have for
It's a girl you want to fuck once, and you're like, all right, fine, I don't care, and then you fuck, and you're just like, all right, yeah, we'll see you later.
and get some clout. Maybe.
Yeah, right.
Where I see
My everyday girl, no shot.
Right.
No shot.
Because I want a girl to be all about me. You know what I mean?
Would you be okay with your girl having an OnlyFans? That I would be okay with. Like, you send titty pics all day, all you want, but like, you're not fucking.
I used to not be, and you hear me talking about like, oh yeah, she can be, I don't. But the OnlyFans, 100%.
100%. Like, dude, if you're taking titty pics and like you're making money off it, babe, do your fucking thing. But if like this guy comes into your life, he's like, hey, let's like link up and like we're gonna fuck, and like it's Johnny Sins. I'm like, no, run.
No, I really agree, but I've gained a lot of confidence, and this is where the company Wingman of the Year has been the biggest wingman to me. I say me and Wingman of the Year are like fucking Venom and Tom Hardy there.
Yeah, right.
Like, it's a symbiotic relationship. We need each other. There's no Wingman of the Year without me, and there's no fucking me without Wingman of the Year.
Dude.
No, if Wingman of the Year fucking...
Setting his sauce. You just put your dick down on the table and you're like, dude, there's no wingman without me. But you're right.
Well, more so like there's no like me without Wingman of the Year. It's given me so much confidence, Chase. It is my wingman.
I believe it.
I've gotten to find myself. Like, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy journey, and I just know it's going to keep going, and like where we're going to go. And my confidence is going to be a problem.
Why settle?
It's going to be a problem, brother.
Fuck them. Right? Fuck them.
It's going to be a fucking problem.
Fuck them, right?
But I got big dreams, and I'm not selling I'm trying not to be a disappointment to my dad. I'm trying to be Joe Rogan, and my dad. You know what? Here, let's go back to my dad, right?
What does he sell?
Huh?
What does he sell?
Just weed right now, but he used to do coke and all that shit. But and I don't know what else, but he had he had the whole fucking motorcycle club buying.
I love it.
I love it. You got me off topic there, brother.
I don't know. Fucking, we were talking about drugs.
No, it was not drugs. What was it?
Porn stars.
Porns. No,
Issa
there was
Ann.
something in between that. Fuck. What was it?
Don't ask me. I've been chugging shots all night. But Lisa Ann,
Oh man,
porn
it's gonna come to me.
stars, porn
Let's just
stars,
keep talking regularly.
drugs.
I think it was like confidence.
Oh, confidence. Yeah.
So that's what it was. My dad, I recently, I went up to his house for Christmas, and I told you I'm like a big disappointment to him. And I showed him the interviews of me interviewing the porn stars. All of a sudden, this motherfucker was proud. But he asked me the same question you asked, dude. Did you fuck him? And I'm like, no. He's like, all right, come back to me when he did. Dude, I swear to God, dude, this dude's a savage. Still a disappointment because I didn't fuck him. The pressure of a man, dude. The pressure.
It sucks being the disappointment, doesn't it? Like, oh shit. Speaking of questions, I have a Billy Floyd question here. So, he categorized them both. Question 1, inspirational question. You know Billy Floyd. Of course he said that.
Did he just text this or like?
Yes. He goes, inspirational question. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Oh man, this motherfucker's always putting me on the
I
spot.
know,
This
right?
Billy Floyd motherfucker's a problem.
I'll take care of that if you want to.
Off the top, off the top of my head, it's just like, stop worrying about what other people think. It's a real simple one. It's what everyone's talking about, like in social media right now. But like we deal with a lot of Wingman of the Year. You can't like, you make the content. You are the mouthpiece. Don't let anybody fucking.
Who
Don't-
gives a fuck?
Somebody that's not making content should not be telling your story.
Exactly.
That's the fucking piece of advice right there. Tell your own story. That's it right there.
Love it. So question 2 from Billy Floyd.
He's got 2 of them.
And he said it's a dark side question.
Dark side.
So when you become a mega star and girls from the past who denied you.
I've talked to Billy
when
about
you
this.
were on the comment.
On the coming up.
Oh yeah. So he
On the
goes,
come up.
girls who denied you, and how do I word this? Fuck. So there were girls that they. All right, one more time. So the girls that denied you in the past, and then you have the girl. When you become a megastar, and the girls from the past who denied you, when you were on the come and up, hit you up, how do you respond to that?
Oh man, I've thought about this one a lot. I don't know if I have an answer. Told you, bitch.
Told you, bitch.
Fuck off.
Love it. Fuck it. You're not gonna entertain it. Fuck them.
No, like, well, depending on how hot they are.
All right, if you're a solid 10, like let's talk about it.
Yeah, a fucking dime. No, if I've hit that,
It's
point,
crazy though because like I've been in a situation like that where I had like a video go viral and stuff, and like people are like flooding my DMs, and it's just crazy. It's just like you weren't there then. Why are you there now? But
right?
well, maybe like let's talk. You know.
But I feel like if I get to that point that Billy's talking about, those girls aren't going to matter. They're just going to be a fucking plethora, man. Because a lot of girls, there's so many good-looking girls out
That's
there,
the
right?
locked-in lifestyle right here.
There's so many girls out there.
That's the locked-in lifestyle.
I got
love it.
I got this theory, Chase. 90% of girls are fucking 10% of guys.
Yeah.
And then that's why we got guys that were like we were talking about earlier where they're like, oh, she's mid, because they're just fucking sexually angry. Because it's 90% of guys fighting over 10% of girls, right? But 90% of dudes are just fucking. Or,
Guys
well, no,
fuck.
10% of guys are fucking.
Men fuck.
10% of them. Fuck 90%.
Sure.
Sure. You don't think so?
I agree with you.
Because if you got it, you got it. Because girls are the selectors. They pick, they got to make the decision. You know what I mean?
Bro, when you're a girl, it's so easy to be like, all right, fine, I'll get fucked. But like when you're a guy, like you got to work for that shit.
You do. But when you're a fucking top 10% guy.
Touche.
You got something about you. And I always say this guy's got to have like fucking hobbies or something. You got to do something. It's all marketing. Like marketing. No, marketing's not just the fucking position in the business. You got to market yourself as a human.
Of course.
Like it works the same way with dating. Like if I'm fucking trying to get a girl's attention, if I just like football and I just watch fucking shit, like what's different about me? And I work a 9 to 5, nothing. If you got a fucking podcast or something, podcast might not be for everyone. But if you got a fucking hobby, like, I
got a big dick, I swear.
Yeah, I do fucking like bow hunting, or I don't even fucking know. I just pulled that one out of my ass. My name's Hunter. So, I don't know. You gotta have something different about you. Wingman
Gotta
tip
be something
right here.
different.
Stand the fuck out. Stand the fuck out. Wingman tip.
Wingman tip. So before we send off now, what's your last wingman tip for the people?
Oh, you want another one?
One more. Oh. Before we say goodbye, one more.
Schedule a fucking piss break in the middle of the podcast. That's fucking, we did a piss break before the podcast started. That's a tip right there in itself.
That's a big tip.
Wingman tip. Can you get specific for me? Like what?
Anything.
To be a good wingman, or to
I want to
like just like life
I want to
tip?
fuck your mom. What's my wingman tip?
Over compliment her.
Nice tits, babe.
What are you doing? What's up? How you doing, Joey Triviani? Just a general wingman tip. I've kind of said it before. It's the only thing coming to mind right now. That might be all you're getting right now after
Love it.
a couple shots here. Be a good fucking person. It's gonna come back to you, man.
At the end of the day, a wingman is be a good fucking person.
It is. It doesn't always mean getting laid and whatnot, but if you have good intentions, and here, I'm going to pivot this actually. Put yourself out there. We were just talking about the marketing. Put yourself out there, okay? You want to be a good wingman, because a lot of people think about getting girls and whatnot. Put yourself out there. If you're a guy and you're not posting on social media, you got 3, I'm talking to you, motherfucker. If you got fucking 3 posts with your boys in your Instagram profile, get a couple more. Don't be afraid. It's not fucking lame. Like, hey, let's get a picture, guys. It's not fucking lame.
It's cool.
Build your fucking profile. Have something about you. We're in the age of video. Here we are on video. Subscribe on YouTube if you're not. Market yourself, motherfuckers. Come on.
Yeah, market yourself and get fucking laid. End of story.
It could lead to that.
And if it doesn't, I'm sorry I misleaded you here on the Garage Boozing Podcast, but I hope you all get laid, and if you don't, fuck you. We'll see you nerds next week.
Bye.
Hey, nerds. Please don't forget the #1 way to support the brand. Buy some merch. We've got hats, hoodies, sweatshirts, t-shirts, and it's all available to you at www.garageboozing.net/shop. And don't forget to follow on all your favorite social media accounts as well as YouTube at Garage Boozing. And of course, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, whatever the button may be, to the Garage Boozing Podcast on your favorite podcast platforms so you can be notified as soon as a new episode is released.
Ladies, gentlemen, and nerds. Do you have what it takes to be a guest on the fastest growing alcohol chugging and nonsense talking podcast? Well, now is your chance. The Garage Boozing Podcast has new guests every week, and you could be one of them. Just simply log on to www.garageboozing.net. Click the Be on the Show tab and submit your information. It's that simple. Join the Boozement or be a loser. Don't miss your chance because we're taking this to the moon.